We are in downtown Toronto getting set for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
Right fielder Stephen Piscotty.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself.
Leading off the inning, Boomer Bronco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Underwood is after it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in for the Jays, Gary Sanchez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bronco waits on it. 1 down. Riding in once again, Boomer Bronco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Boomer Bronco.
First offering on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. Skied into very shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ruben Tejada. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. That's a big at bat from the bottom of the. Ready for another chance, Corey Dickerson. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far.
Dickerson.
This is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Ready for another shot now. Boomer Bronco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Bronco.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Underwood has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Boomer Bronco. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A good performance there by the Toronto.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Almost ready for game time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Boomer Bronco, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Now to the plate, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Toronto, second baseman, Colton.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first himself for the out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, how about Stephen Piscotty? He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Ready to take his hacks again. Boomer Bronco, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And they'll nail him at second. Digging in for his second at-bat, Clinton Orr. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch. Taylor made to short, 6. Gregorius has it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from Toronto. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Boomer Bronco.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit down the third base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And now time granted here as he'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. Another one sent foul. Popped him up. Sanchez is there. One away. Digging in once again, Boomer Bronco comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Stroman looks in. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. This
hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Grosh is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Ready once again, Stephen Piscotty. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Stephen Piscotty.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit down the line at first. Bronco is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit. Digging in to try it again, Boomer Bronco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now 5-3.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the Victoria.
We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort today. Aaron Sanchez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Aaron Sanchez, he is the complete package.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Boomer Bronco, and the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark.
Play ball. 3.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Corey Dickerson.
Designated hitter, Corey Dickerson.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tapper down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping into the box, Boomer Bronco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Boomer Bronco.
The pitch. Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that.
Play ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Boomer Bronco. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Next for New York, Boomer Bronco, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail 5.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-2 the final today. It's on the cold side here in Toronto, but the Rogers Center roof is shut and we're almost set for baseball. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend. Jordan Zimmerman gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, on the mound now is...
Stepping into the box, Boomer Bronco. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Donaldson.
Here now the 2-2. Pounded to the right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Now at the plate, Boomer Bronco. He singled his last time up.
Boomer Bronco.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a strike. Bronco, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been...
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And a relay to the plate. And he's in there safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense.
Digging in, Boomer Bronco, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. He's set, and the pitch. To third. Donaldson's up with it. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Hit to first. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Next to bat for Toronto, Corey Dickerson. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame. Not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. Digging in, Boomer Bronco. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Let's play ball.
At the plate, Boomer Bronco. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. From the stretch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Certainly a home run worthy of show track.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about.
Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the New York Yankees. Joe Ross gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Joe Ross. A lot of people know Joe Ross because of his brother, Tyson Ross, who also is a pitcher. Joe Ross, quality mix. 95 to 96 miles an hour. Good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings the goods, it could be a long night for the opposing team.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think that...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half. Coming to the plate now, Boomer Bronco, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. At the plate, Boomer Bronco.
Now batting, the first baseman, Boomer Bronco.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah.
Your attention, please. Right fielder number 34, right first.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Stepping up now, Boomer Bronco. He singled his last time up.
Boomer Bronco.
First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Gant is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired.
Yeah, the home crowd is loving it because they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
3-2. Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the New York Yankees and the Washington Nationals. New York find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Carlos Martinez is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And that retires the side. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ground down the first baseline. Bronco over to his left, and he'll step on the bag himself. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Nationals Park in our nation. In now for Washington, Carlos Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Carlos Martinez.
1-1 home. Up the first baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here. This pitcher mixes.
Now batting, Gil Valdez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Valdez.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. In now, Boomer Bronco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't.
Striding in now for the Nats, Wilmer Defoe. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Boomer Bronco.
The first baseman, Boomer Bronco.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
High and deep to right. Back goes Harper to the track, to the wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Yeah, he was on autopilot there for a while. Up 4-0, everything going his way.
Your attention, please. Now batting, left fielder, Ronnie Gant.
Down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Play ball.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Boomer Bronco, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Ready with the 0-1. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's it.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
A 1-run
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. It's the home opener of this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out? Now at the plate, Boomer Bronco. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped two straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So coming to the plate, Boomer Bronco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted in the air out to center field. Underwood giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in, Boomer Bronco. He flew out in his last at bat.
Boomer Bronco.
On its way is pitch number 75. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Stroman comes set. 0-1 on its way. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he... Standing in, Corey Dickerson. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Boomer Bronco. He singled his last time up.
Boomer Bronco.
First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of that fastball. From the stretch. High in the air out to center field. Underwood moves over. Makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, Anthony Nomo, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, man, he's going to look.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Boomer Bronco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Rose comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. With that, it's time to Colton Wong will stand in as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in to try it again, Boomer Bronco. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Dero, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some...
Ready for another chance. Josh Donaldson. First time up, he went down looking.
Josh Donaldson.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school.
Digging in and looking for more. Boomer Bronco, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Wong has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Boomer Bronco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy.
Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson. Go ahead run at first, nobody out.
Corey Dickerson.
The 1-1 pitch. Teared down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Called strike 0-2. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances. Ready once again. Joe throws. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better. Right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Bronco is there, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
3-1 the final score. Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, Mike Minor, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Next for New York, Boomer Bronco. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Boomer Bronco.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ground down the first baseline. And this will wind sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Piscotty. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A 1 pitch on its way. And it's towards second. Swing and a ground ball to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Wow, that's surprising right there.
So striding forward now, Boomer Bronco. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Wong, and that's the second out.
Play ball.
Digging in once again, Boomer Bronco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball.
Leading off the inning, Boomer Bronco, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hot shot down the line. Turned on down the line. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Throwing to second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Boomer Bronco. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. To second for one. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight the open. Kendall Graveman, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. They kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
And there's out number 2. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit out towards second. Jeanette is there. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play. Standing in, Boomer Bronco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner is in from second. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch.
At the plate, Boomer Bronco, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Boomer Bronco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left.
One strike now from Archer. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jesus Reyes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Boomer Bronco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Boomer Bronco.
First offering on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Play ball. Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
7